Okay, yes guys, I hope you can view my screen now. Okay, so for today's topic, we'll be discussing the third three. Okay, the task. Okay, task 3. Okay, so on task 3, we'll be learning route 53. Okay, so before going ahead with our task 3, let us have a recap of task 2 also. Okay, the thing which we did yesterday. Okay, it will be over here. Task 2. Okay, so what we did yesterday. Okay, yesterday we have created one Linux machine. Okay, let me have a box over here. Okay, so I've created a Linux machine. Okay, I have created one more Linux machine. Okay, so this was my server 1. Okay, I will call this machine as server 1. Okay, and I have given this message on my machine. Okay, and how I was accessing this message? I was accessing this message through an IP address. Okay, similarly, I did the same action on my machine 2 also, where I have called that machine as a server 2. I have given a message over here. Okay, I have given a different message, and then how I was accessing the message through an IP address. Okay, but as this is not a good architecture, okay, because in real time we should not give IP addresses to your users, right? So for example, if your user is over here, okay, and how he was accessing the message through an IP address. Okay, so that is not a better architecture. So what we did, we have introduced the load balancer. We have created a load balancer for our servers. Okay, so we called that load balancer as elastic load balancer, ELB. Okay, and then how we were accessing the message? We were accessing the message by DNS. Okay, so DNS is nothing but endpoint of our load balancer. So as we have IP address for our machine, similarly we will have a DNS for our load balancer. Okay, so for our load balancer to work, what we did, we have created a target group. We have combined these machines in a target group. Okay, so we called this group as a target group. Okay, we named this group as a target group. Okay, and then what I did, I created a load balancer and I made a connection between my load balancer and my target group. Okay, so this is what we did at task 2. Okay, so let us have a recap again. Okay, so I have two machines with me. Okay, let us create a target group and let us create a load balancer and let us check that we are getting the message from load balancer or not. Okay, that we are accessing the message from load balancer or not. Okay, so now to create a load balancer, I have two machines over here. Let me show you that I'm getting the message or not. Yes, from machine 1 I'm getting this message that this is machine 1, and from machine 2, okay, I will expand over here. Yes, from machine 2 also I'm getting the message that this is machine 2. Okay, so for your reference, what I will do, I will give these IPs to you. Okay, so you people can also check on your browsers that you are getting the message or not. Okay, this is machine 1 IP and I'm giving the IP of machine 2 also, and this is machine 2 IP. Okay, now you people can check with these IPs on your respective browsers. Okay, now coming back onto the AWS dashboard, now what I have to create as of a task 2, I have to create a load balancer, I have to create a target group. Okay, servers are already there, which we did on task 1. Okay, now, okay, for creating a target group, if you see on the left side of your screen under load balancer, you will find a target group. Okay, so how to create a target group? I have to click on target group. Okay, so it will show me that currently there are no target groups on my screen. Okay, so for creating a target group, I will click on create a target group. I will give a name to my target group as my TG. Okay, let me give in caps. Yes, okay, you can give in small case also, not a problem. So what I am targeting under my target group, I am targeting my instances, which is nothing but my EC2 machine, which is working on HTTP protocol and working on port number 80. Okay, so these are all the settings of my target group. Now if I click on create, target group will get created. Okay, which means group will get created. Okay, this group will get created. Okay, how about I have to add machines now? Okay, so unless and until you add these machines in your target group, our target group will not be complete. Okay, so how to add machines? Okay, if I scroll a bit over here, okay, so under this page, okay, you will find, okay, edit option over here. Okay, let me show you by expanding this page. Okay. Now if I select my target group, okay, so I have, okay, option of registering my instances. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to add these two machines to your target group. Okay, so to add that, I will click on register. Okay, now it is asking me that should I add these two machines? Yes, select these two machines. Before clicking on save, click add. Okay, so once you click on add, these both the machines will be added to your target group. Once these machines got added, click on save. Okay, now you can see that the two machines got added to our target group. Okay, so once these machines got added to our target group operation is complete. Now what we have to do, we have to create a load balancer. Okay, for creating a load balancer, again on the left side of screen you will see a load balancer component over there. Click on load balancer. You can see that there are no load balancers on your screen. So let us click on create a load balancer. So what load balancer we are creating? A HTTP load balancer. Okay, so I will select HTTP load balancer. Okay, let me give a name to this load balancer. I will call my load balancer as my LB. Okay, and I'm making this load balancer as an internet facing load balancer working on IP version 4. As my target group is also working on HTTP protocol, I'm using the same protocol. Port number is also same 80. Okay, now, okay, it is working under all these availability zones. Okay, the more availability zones I will select, if any one of these availability zone goes down, okay, my load balancer will work and it will support on any other availability zone also. Okay, so checking all these availability zones makes our load balancer health quite good. Okay, now if I scroll down, you will have one more option of accelerator. Accelerator will apply more speed to my load balancer, okay, which is not required. Okay, now if I click on next, okay, it is asking me to create a security group for load balancer. So I already have a security group for my load balancer. Okay, I will use my same Linux security group. So my Linux security group is already being used by my machine. So that is the reason I'm using the same Linux security group. Okay, now if I click on next, so this is where, okay, step 4 is very important. Okay, so this is where you will connect your load balancer to your target group. Okay, you will establish a connection between your load balancer and your target group. Okay, at step 4. Okay, so how to connect that? Click on existing target group. So it will pick your target group, okay, automatically over here. So what is my target group name? My target group name is myTG. Okay, so I've already created myTG. That is the reason it is already taking that. Okay, so that is the reason you have to first create a target group, then you have to create a load balancer. Okay, so if we create in this way, okay, it will easily pick the target group. Okay, now it has taken the target group. Now if you click next, you can see that two machines are there inside your group. Yes, I have added these two machines. Yes, it is showing me the same two machines over here on the screen. Now if I click on next, this is a review. Okay, it will show a glance of what are the things you have selected. You have selected this name. It is an internet facing load balancer working on port number 80 on a HTTP protocol. Okay, so all these settings are good. Now if I click on create, load balancer will get created on the dashboard. You can see that the current load balancer is in provisioning state, which means it is getting ready. Okay, so once my load balancer get ready, I can check my load balancer. I can test my load balancer by giving DNS name on the browser. Okay, so this is the DNS name. Okay, this is the endpoint. Okay, so we'll get IP address for machines. In the same way, we'll get DNS name for load balancers. Okay, now I will copy this load balancer DNS name and I will check that my load balancer is active or not. It is still in provisioning state. Okay, let it be in provisioning state. Okay, it will be in ready state after 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so meantime, okay, let me show you one more thing over here. So this was the task 2 what we did yesterday also. Okay, now moving to task 3. Okay, what we have to do is, okay, now you will be getting the message from load balancer DNS. Okay, your user will access your load balancer and he will get the message, whatever message you are given in machine 1 and machine 2. Okay, but again, to make your architecture more healthy, to make your architecture more real-time perspective, what you have to do is you have to add one more layer over here. Okay, and what is that layer? That layer is Route 53. Okay, so that is what we are discussing. Okay, the next layer is Route 53. So with Route 53, what you will do? Okay, I will access my address through URL. Okay, I will not access my message from IP. That is not a good way of doing the things. I should not access, okay, the message from load balancer DNS also. I should access the message from URL, which means something like flipkart.com. Okay, because Flipkart will never give their IP addresses to us, right? They will not even give their load balancer address also. Okay, what they will give? They will simply give a URL to us. Okay, you can also call it as a domain also. Okay, you can say domain or URL. So how you will access, how our users will access your Flipkart? They will give this URL in the browser and they will access. So what will happen when they give this URL? It will go to the load balancer. From the load balancer, it will go to the target group and then it will go to your servers. Okay, so this is how our real-time architecture looks like. Okay, so now let us check that our load balancer is ready or not. First, yes, it is in active state now, which means it is ready. Let us check that we are getting the message from load balancer DNS or not. Let me give the DNS name over here. Okay, yes, okay, and now I'm getting the message from load balancer DNS. You can see in the browser I have given load balancer DNS address. Okay, I will give this address in chat also. You people can also test by giving this load balancer DNS on your browser. If you refresh multiple times, the message will change. Okay, message will come from machine 1. Now see, it is coming from machine 1. Now if I refresh message will come from machine 2. Okay, so it will refresh, okay, based upon CPU utilization anyhow. Okay, so you are getting the message from load balancer DNS. Okay, but that should not be the case. As I've told you, from load balancer DNS also your user should not get the message. So what is the right way? You have to access the message from URL. Okay, so to access the message from URL, what do I require? First of all, I require a URL, right? I require a domain name for me. Okay, so I cannot take Flipkart for my name now because Flipkart is already taken. I cannot use Flipkart. Okay, so let me ask this question over here that, okay, who is controlling these domain names for us? Okay, who is controlling? It's like if amazon.com is taken, then I cannot purchase amazon.com again. If flipkart.com is taken, then I cannot purchase flipkart.com again, right? So there is some authority which is controlling these things. Okay, so we call that authority as ICANN. Okay, I will show over here. So ICANN is an authority which controls all the domain names, all the website names around the globe. Okay, around the world. It's a non-profit organization. Okay, so ICANN full form stands for Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. Okay, it is a non-profit organization which controls all the domain names around the globe. Okay, so you will have, okay, each country head will be there. Okay, members from each country, they will have their group from each country and they will do auctioning of all the domain names. Okay, okay, for every 2 times in a year. Okay, so this is their website. They have their headquarters in US, okay, and Canada also. So this is the website. Okay, so this is the body, okay, which controls your domain names around the globe. Okay, so their motto is one world, one internet. Okay, so that is the reason if, okay, Flipkart is already taken, you cannot purchase. Okay, because this is the body which regulates all those things. Okay, which maintains and manages that no conflict should be there in between domain names. Okay, so whoever purchased first, it will go to them. Okay, now I cannot take Flipkart for my company, it's already taken. Okay, and they are controlling. Okay, now, okay, so right now, how to get a domain name? Okay, generally we have a very popular website with us. Okay, in Indian market we say GoDaddy, right? So on the GoDaddy, okay, I can purchase a domain name. Okay, because I want some URL for me, right? I want some URL like Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, so for me also I want a domain name. Okay, let me search for a domain name, something like AWS student. Okay, because I am a AWS student, I want to search for a domain with AWS student. Okay, yes, so these many domain names are available. You see, awsstudents.com, awsstudent.com, hyphen is there in between. Okay, so awscampus.com. Okay, so all these domains are available. Okay, but for how much cost? They are showing that it is costing 500 for first year. Okay, but this is just an advertisement gimmick. Okay, by the end of the card, if you see the total value, let me add it to the card and let me show you. So the end basket value Okay, so whatever they are showing in ad, okay, that will be different. So you will get a domain name for, okay, if I go to continue to the cart, okay, so I will show you how much they are charging for a single domain. Okay, right. Okay, if I continue to check out, okay, so roundly 800 to 900 bucks they'll be costing us with all the taxes and all. Okay, so if I want to purchase the website from GoDaddy, even GoDaddy will also, okay, participate in the ICANN's auction every year. Okay, so from there only they will get this all these domain names. Okay, so ICANN is the main body. Okay, so from GoDaddy you are only purchasing it. Okay, actual main body is ICANN only. Okay, so now to purchase from GoDaddy I have to pay this much amount. Okay, so I don't want to pay this amount, but I want to get my website. Okay, I want to get my URL. Okay, so for that thing also we have one more website which we call it as Freenom. Okay, I will give this name in the chat for you guys also, so that you can also get your free domains from Freenom. Okay, so Freenom is a website. Okay, it's a Taiwan website. Okay, okay, so you can get your domain names freely over here. Okay, so GoDaddy is, okay, asking us to pay, but for Freenom they will not ask us to pay anything. Okay, but we can get a domain name. Okay, so if I go to services and if I go to my domains, okay, I already have a domain with AWS teacher.tk. Okay, so what is my domain? Okay, instead of Flipkart I have to use AWS teacher.tk. Okay, right. Okay, you guys might ask that why I'm not going for a .com, because .com will be quite costly. .tk, .ml, .gz, okay, these are the domains, okay, which we can easily get. Okay, for not paying much anymore. Even if you want to take .tk and GoDaddy also, they will cost, but Freenom they will not cost us anything. Okay, so now what is my URL? This is my URL. Okay, I want to get this message from this URL. Okay, see now if I go to that URL, if I click on that URL, you can see that I'm not getting any message. Okay, see the URL is over there, AWS teacher.tk, but I'm not getting any message because I have purchased the URL, but I have to link this URL to this load balancer, right? Okay, I have to establish a connection between this URL to my load balancer, then only it will work. Then only it will show the message. Okay, just by purchasing a URL, it will not work. Okay, so after purchasing the URL, now we have very important steps. Okay, what you have to do is you have to go to Route 53. Okay, so Route 53 is an AWS service. It is an AWS facility. Okay, which will make sure that whatever domain you have purchased, like AWS teacher.tk, we can combine it to our load balancer. Okay, because I'm already getting my message from load balancer. Okay, now what I will do, I will connect my URL to my load balancer. Okay, so it will connect in that way, and whatever message I will give over here, whatever message I'm coming from load balancer, it should come from this URL also. Okay, so let us do that steps. Okay, so the first thing what I have to do is I have to go to services, and from services I have to go to Route 53. Okay, so it will be there under networking part, it will be there under networking service on AWS. So if I go to Route 53, okay, I will show you how a Route 53 dashboard looks like. Okay, so this is what a Route 53 dashboard looks like. Okay, so this is a service where I can connect my website to my load balancer. Okay, so now let me expand this page. Okay, so before creating the connection, I want to show one more thing, that as in GoDaddy you can purchase your websites, you can purchase your domain names. Similarly on Route 53 also you can purchase. Okay, but it will be very costly over here, it will be in dollars. So if I click on register domain and if I search for AWS student, because I already have this name, right? And if I say please check that this name is available, yes, it is available, but for how much cost? For $12, for $18, for okay, $20. So it's a bit expensive, but you can purchase your websites from AWS also. Okay, so Route 53, from Route 53 you can purchase domain names also. Okay, from but where I have purchased from Freenom because it was free. Okay, it is free for up to 1 year. Okay, so will not purchase from over here because it's costing me $12, but service is there. Okay, that option is there. Okay, so now, okay, coming back onto the Route 53 dashboard. Okay, let me do a very important part. What I have to do, I have to connect my URL to my load balancer. I have to connect my website to my load balancer. Then only it will show the message, right? Now, how to do that? Click on hosted zones. Okay, for an easier thing, okay, let me, okay, create a one more new page. Okay, so that will be easier for you guys, okay, to analyze these steps. Okay, so I will write over here steps for Route 53. Okay, you can also call R53 or Route 53. Okay, so step one, what you have to do is you have to create a hosted zone. Okay, this is my step one. Okay, so let me come back to the dashboard and let me create a hosted zone. So if I click on hosted zone, what is a hosted zone? Hosted zone is nothing but my website name. Okay, so what is my website name? Okay, I will show you over here. This is my website name. awsteacher.tk is my website name. I will copy that website name and I will give that name as my hosted zone. Okay, remove all the HTTPs. You have to just give your domain name, which is awsteacher.tk. Okay, that is my domain name. Okay, so what is the first step? You have to create a hosted zone. For creating a hosted zone, you have to give your website name over here. Okay, it will ask that what is my domain name. So you have to give your domain name. Okay, so description is optional, but if you want, you can add some things on the description that this is a shopping website or this is a banking website. Okay, these kind of details. Okay, for our convenience, okay, we can give these details. Okay, for our understanding that this is a banking website or this is a shopping website. Okay, I can give any name in the description. Okay, so I want this, okay, hosted zone to be public hosted, because if anybody give this, okay, website name, they should get the message. He may be accessing it from US, UK, Australia, or from any part of the globe. He should get the message. Okay, because you should get the message, I am making it public hosted. If I go for private hosted, then this website will only work under my office premises, under my office VPC only. Okay, but I am making it public hosted because I want to host it for people around the globe. Okay, they should see this message. Okay, now if I click on hosted zone, create a hosted zone. Okay, hosted zone gets created. Okay, so this is how a hosted zone looks like. Okay, so it created a hosted zone for me. Okay, so basically what it did, you know, I will explain you even in more detail. Okay, if you observe, there are two fields. See, this is field 1 and this is field 2. Okay, whenever you create a hosted zone, it will create these two fields. Okay, I will show you what is these two fields. Okay, so there is a difference between these two fields. Okay, if you see the type, one is NS and the other is SOA. Okay, NS stands for naming server. Okay, NS stands for naming server. So whenever you create a hosted zone, Route 53 will create 4 additional servers. What are these 4 things? These 4 things are my additional servers. If you observe closely, these 4 servers are ending with a different domain. See, one is with .com, one is with .uk, one is with .net, and one other one is with .org. Okay, so what are all these? These 4 are naming servers. So every naming server starts with NS. NS means naming servers. Okay, and each naming server is in one country. .com, which means it is in US, UK, which means it is in UK, .net, which is, it means it is in Australia region, and .org, which means it is in Asia region. Okay, so whenever I create a hosted zone, it will create 4 naming servers in each different continent, in each different country. Okay, now, okay, there is one more thing. After NS, there is one more thing. See, SOA. Okay, SOA is single point of authority. Okay, so who will manage all these 4 servers? SOA will manage all these 4 servers. Okay, so there will be one SOA and there are 4 naming servers. Okay, so generally for any website to work, behind the scenes there will be naming servers. Okay, so whatever website you see, there will be naming servers running behind that website. So what are our naming servers? These 4 are our naming servers. Okay, and SOA will manage all these naming servers. Okay, right. Okay, so what we did first, we created a hosted zone. Once we create a hosted zone, these things got created. Well and good, fine. Okay, now the next thing what I have to do is I have to create a record, the second step. Okay, so this is very important step. Okay, I have to create a record. Okay, so I'll explain you what we are doing actually by creating a record. Okay, okay, let me open that document again. Yes, okay, I have this picture over here. Okay, yes, okay. So if you see in this picture, okay, I have clearly told that I have to make a connection between my website and load balancer, right? So if I make this connection enable only, then only it will get the message. Okay, so I have to establish a connection between my URL and load balancer. So how will I do that? By creating a record only. Okay, that is why it is a very important step. Okay, so I have to create a record. Okay, so that option is over here. You can see that in orange button there is an option, create a record. Okay, so once I click on create a record, okay, it will ask me that what is my website name. Again it will ask. Okay, but this time it will not ask the complete name. Okay, half of the name is already given. What is the name? AWS teacher.tk. Okay, then what is missing? www is missing. Okay, let me add that www. Okay, now what is my complete website name? The complete website name is www.awsteacher.tk is my website name. Okay, so now what I have to do? I have to establish a connection. Okay, I have to make a connection between my website and load balancer. So where is my website? This is my website, which is awsteacher.tk. So on the left side it is showing you that this is the website. So now what you have to do? You have to make a connection between this website and your load balancer. So how to do that? Enable this alias button. There is one alias button over here. Okay, enable this button. So once you enable this button, it will show you, okay, the list of load balancers. Okay, right. Okay, once you enable this button, okay, it will show you the list of load balancers. See, now if you click over here, it is showing you that what you want to connect for this website, which is there on the left side, which component you want to connect. It is asking this thing to us. Okay, so what I want to connect, I want to connect my load balancer. So this is the option. This is the load balancer option. Okay, the fourth option. Okay, select that option, and it is asking now that in which region you are having the load balancer. Okay, so I have created my load balancer in North Virginia region. Now I have to select North Virginia region. Okay, this is the North Virginia region selected. So once you select the region, again it is asking that what is the name of your load balancer that you want to connect. Okay, so click over here. What is the name of my load balancer? It is MyLB. Okay, so in this way I can select. See, if you select over here, click over here, it will show the name of your load balancer. Okay, now select that load balancer. So this is how you will connect. On the left side you have your website name. On the right side you are telling all the details that I want to connect a load balancer. So what it is asking, where is your load balancer? So my load balancer is in North Virginia, and in North Virginia, what is the name of your load balancer? It is asking. Okay, so I have given the name of my load balancer also. Okay, which is MyLB. Okay, so after connecting these two things, after giving all these options, there are few simple things. That what is the routing policy? Simple. If you have more users, more number of users accessing your website, you can put it on weighted mode. Okay, weighted mode will give you more and more speed. It will manage the speed. Okay, okay, and always make sure that you are okay evaluating target health. Okay, because that is a very good option. Okay, if you enable target health, so whenever your machines are in good healthy state, yes, it will give the response back immediately. Okay, but anyhow, these are okay small options, but the most important thing over here in this step is, for whatever website you have on the left side, you have to connect it to the right load balancer. Okay, so this is how we connect. Okay, so once you connect, click on create a record. Okay, then a record will be created. If you scroll down, now you will see that there are naming servers, 4 naming servers. Okay, There is one SOA, yes, which we have already seen. And there is one more new thing now. See, there is a record. What is the complete website name? www.awsteacher.tk is the website name. Okay. And it is a record set. Okay. So this is the complete record set. So where it is attached? See, this is my website name and I have attached it to my load balancer. So my LB is the name of my load balancer. Okay. So it got attached successfully. Okay. So I did it in 2 steps. Okay. Now one more important step which I have to do. Okay. For a complete architecture to set up. Okay. So step 3. Okay. Step 3, what you have to do is, okay, you have to go to Freenom side. Okay. Now the next action is from Freenom side. Okay. So what you have to do from Freenom side is, okay, so whatever naming servers you are having over here, right? There are 4 naming servers. You have to give these names of 4 naming servers to your Freenom side. Okay. So then only it will establish a complete connection. Okay. Because where is my domain? My domain is in Freenom. See, if I go to Freenom, okay, you will see that my website is being taken by Freenom only because I have taken from Freenom, right? If you have taken it from GoDaddy also, you have to go to GoDaddy and you have to give these domain names and GoDaddy. Or if any other website you have purchased, you have to give these naming servers name under that website. Okay, so I have purchased from Freenom because it was free on Freenom. Okay, so now how to give these naming servers on Freenom? Okay, click on manage domain. Okay, go to management tools. Under management tools, you will see name servers. So click on name servers. You will see that there are name servers over here. So these are, okay, naming servers given by Freenom. I don't want to use these naming servers. Okay, so I have created a new name servers, right? You can see that there are 4 name servers, right? Copy one by one each name server and paste it on Freenom side. Okay, you can paste it in any order. It is not mandatory that the first name server should come on first field only. Okay, you can copy it in any order, no problem. Okay, and second, now I'm copying the second naming server. Okay, pasted. Now I will copy the third naming server. Okay, given over here, and I will copy the fourth naming server also. Okay, and paste it. Okay, so okay, you can see that there is a dot in the last, dot in the end. Actually, there should not be any dot in the last. It should end with .com only. If there is a dot also, don't worry. Okay, it will remove the dot automatically. If you want to remove, you can remove, or if you are adding the dot also, not a problem. It will remove the dot automatically. Okay, Freenom will remove the dot. Okay, now if I click on change name servers, okay, it should show me a message that name servers got changed successfully. Yes, it is giving the message that changed name server successfully. Okay, now what I did, I have performed all these steps. Okay, now let me check. So last step is, let me check that I am getting the message. Okay, test or check website. Okay, so how to check? Let me give this name on my browser. Okay, so what is my website name? Okay, my website name is awsteacher.tk. Okay, so it is refreshing now. Let me give the complete name, www.awsteacher.tk. Okay, so sometimes it may take few minutes to update over here because Route 53 will work around the globe. Okay, let us refresh a couple of times and let us wait. We will get the message. Okay, until then, what I will do, I will give this URL or I will give this website name to chat also. So you guys can also test on your browsers. Okay, so once I get the message, then there will not be any delay. Okay, let me refresh a couple of times. Okay, you can also give this website name on your mobile phone browsers. Okay, if you are listening this class from a mobile or if you are listening it from a laptop, you can give it on laptop browsers. Okay, let us wait 2 minutes more. Okay, let all the name servers get refreshed. Okay, you guys can check in mobile phones also, in mobile phone browsers. Okay, I'm getting the message on mobile phone browser. Okay, it will take some more time to get it on this browser. Okay, please check that you are getting the message from your mobile browsers or not. Okay, so this is the website name, awsteacher.tk. www.awsteacher.tk is the name. Yes, can you hear me? If you have any questions, you people can just ask the questions. Okay, as you guys can see that I'm getting the message on my browser from awsteacher.tk. And if I refresh this page multiple times also, okay, the message will change from both the machines. Okay, can you hear me, guys? Okay, yes. So if you have any questions, you can just post the questions. Okay, so this is how a real-time architecture also will work. Okay, so whatever your company website will be there, whatever your company is hosting onto website, you have to connect it to your load balancer through Route 53. Okay, so this is how a real-time environment will also work in the same way. Okay, you can just post the questions on the chat, or you can unmute and you can speak, no problem. Okay, or else you can give the questions in the chat also. Okay. Okay, so anyhow, this is what we did entirely. Okay, we have created servers, we have created target group, then we have attached it to load balancer, and from load balancer we have attached it to our website. Okay, so now we are getting the message from our website. Okay, okay, so please do practice, guys. Okay, okay, so the only new thing over here for you is, okay, you can go to Freenom. I have given the name in the chat. In the Freenom you have to just register. Again, it is a free website only. Okay, register over there and you can create a domain and you can do this thing practically. Okay, so for doing this thing you have to just create servers, add it to target group, create a load balancer, attach it to a load balancer. From Freenom, create any domain. You can create any domain with your name also. Okay, and attach it from Route 53 part. Okay, the steps which I have given over here. Okay, so whenever your people are doing practice, you can ping on WhatsApp and Telegram also. Whenever you are stuck at anywhere, okay, at any point also. Okay. Okay. So if everything is fine, okay, I hope you guys got the concept that getting the message from our website, okay, or domain. Okay. So if everything is fine, please do practice. Okay, practice this part because this is how things will work in real time. Okay, Route 53 is important component. Okay, yes. Okay, now everything is fine. Then okay, let us end up this session over here. Okay, please do practice. Okay, do practice. Whenever you stuck, please give it on WhatsApp and Telegram. Okay, okay then guys. Okay, do take care. Thanks a lot for your time. Thanks a lot for joining. Okay, take care guys. Bye.